Kasindak-sindak. Kasindak-sindak.
Mas malalim na talakayan at pag-usisa sa mga kababalaghan.
Kasindak-sindak. Kasindak-sindak. Kung nararamdaman mo lang, dapat bang paniwalaan?
Mga kwentong multo, UFO, siyensya at krimen na misteryoso.
Dito lang sa nag-iisang Science of Paranormal radio show sa Pilipinas. Kasindak-sindak. Kasindak-sindak. Samahan sina Benji Felipe at Dea Ricacho sa mundo ng paranormal at supernatural sa Dako Paraon. Huwag tayong matakot maglakbay.
Alam niyo ba na ang malusog at normal na tao ay posibleng makaranas ng occasional sensory hallucination? Pero ang perception mechanism ng utak niya hindi basta maililigaw ng ganitong karanasan. Kasi mayroon daw yung tinatawag na kondisyon na temporary toxemia. Lubos na pagkapagod o sobrang gutom dahil sa fasting nangyayari daw ito. May mga intense emotion daw sa ganitong sitwasyon na nakakalika ng genuine hallucination dahil sa epekto ng nabanggit na mga extreme emotions sa utak. Lalo na kung may kinatatakutan ng nakararanas. Meron tayong tinatawag na hysterical hallucination, bunga daw ng vivid sensory illusions, delusions, idiotic imagery, drowsy or dreamlike state of consciousness. Meron daw hypnotic hallucination na bunga ng suggested delusion. Ang mga tao doon na nasasubject sa ganitong sitwasyon ay napapaniwala na meron sila nakikita o naririnig kahit wala naman. Napakarami po nung mga nakaraan na mga ayaw magpakilala pero nagtatanong, hindi alam kung paano nila itatanong siguro. Kaya naisip ko, pag-usapan kaya namin ni Adam, baka yung mga nakikita nila may kaugnayan sa mga ganito. Magandang gabi sa'yo, Adam. Adam, andiyan ka na ba?
Yes, Benji.
Yeah, oo.
Yes.
Kasi may mga nagtatanong sa atin para ayaw namang ipabanggit ang mga pangalan na gusto nila ng tulong. Meron na silang nararanasan, meron silang nakikita o nararamdaman. Baka naman isa sa mga bagay na pag-uusapan natin ay yung scientific explanation sa kanila. Ano ba, Adam, ang occasional sensory hallucination?
Okay. Occasional sensory hallucination. Basically, these are a type of hallucinations which are specifically originating from yung sensory yun, yung senses natin. Yan, specifically, when you say sensory hallucination, you have to remember na it's not just a matter of sight. So we're talking about all the different senses. Yan, of course, nandun yung basic five, nandun yung sense of sight, taste, touch, smell, at hearing. And then you also have a case of synesthesia, wherein, it's very rare, no? Pero merong mga tao who are able to taste yung isang tunog. For example, kumbaga nagkakaroon ng misfire ng neuron. So, basically, pag sabing occasional sensory hallucination, it can refer to any of the five senses. You will be able to experience or sense something which normally cannot be verified by an external observer.
Okay. Sige.
So, yung isang pinaka-important dyan is, syempre, very important kasi ito, especially if, let's say, halimbawa, you're investigating the paranormal. So, how are you going to check, halimbawa, na are you hallucinating? Kumbaga, nasa mind mo pa lang. Kumbaga, yung nakikita mo ba is talagang nangyayari or simply nasa loob ng diwaw mo. Dito ngayon papasok yung palagi kong sinasabi na kailangan merong check and balance. Halimbawa, pagpasok mo dun sa isang lugar, meron kang napansin, meron kang nakita or whatever. So, how do you know if what you saw actually happened? So, one way of doing that is to make sure, halimbawa, na meron kang recording device directly on you. Kasi at least that, yung recording device cannot have a hallucination. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, another way to do that is to have a check and balance na isa pang tao doon or at least two other people. Ngayon, ang maging question dyan, halimbawa, sabihin natin, tatlo kayo dun sa location. What if, halimbawa, yung nagiging hallucination are caused by something which affects all the three of you. So automatically, makakompromise na yung investigation. Kaya magkakaroon ng Team A at saka Team B. So yung Team A, halimbawa, na-compromise ng Team A, yung Team B is going to act as an external reference point. So in that way, meron pa rin check and balance.
Okay.
So yun yung problem sa when it comes to hallucinations. You need to be able to find an external reference point to verify and validate kung talagang nangyayari ba talaga yung nakikita mo or simply it's something being brought about by your senses. Yan. Usually kasi itong mga hallucinations na people may be asking bakit nakaka-apekto halimbawa ang emotions in particular. Kasi if we're going to remember, emotions have a corresponding hormone. So emotions technically can be broken down into biochemicals. So these biochemicals affect our physical senses.
Mm-mm. Kaya pala pagka tayo nagpa-fasting nag-go-santing ang mga pinagbabawal mo sa amin, alak,
Yes.
hindi pa pwedeng
Anything
gutom,
which impairs the senses.
hindi
So,
pwedeng depress,
correct.
hindi
At the same
pwedeng
time,
problematic, gano'n.
True. At the same time, nandun din yung if ever, let's say, first time pupunta dun sa, kumaga bagong site siya, it's also important na walang external wound or yung sugat. Kasi if you have a wound, ang danger dyan is there might be a substance, halimbawa, in the air. Halimbawa, let's say may pollen or something like that, na pag pumasok dun sa wound mo, it could actually impair both your judgment and your perception.
Okay. Pero Adam, meron mga taong iba naman ang kondisyon ng hallucination, ano? Yung bang sinasabi nating meron silang mga vivid sensory illusions na nakikita or delusions na nga, no? Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng hysterical hallucination?
Okay. Pag sabing hysteria, technically hysteria is a state, the word hysteria is rarely used ngayon in psychology. Pero in the way it has been used before, a person in hysteria is someone, kumbaga, who completely, well, in layman's terms, a person completely loses control, loses focus, kumbaga sobrang nadadala ng either extreme emotions, kumbaga napaka-extreme, whether it's positive or negative. So, a person who completely loses control or is totally driven by or overwhelmed by yung emotions or experiences is normally referred to as a person in hysteria. So, ayan, a perfect example, yung sobrang trahedya, hagulgol na parang the point na parang nawawalan na ng sense. Halimbawa yung tao, sense of time, sense of logic, sense of reason. So anyone who completely loses control due to very extreme circumstances, it's normally said to be in a state of hysteria.
Okay. At Adam, yung hypnotic hallucination, ito yung medyo maraming albularyo pag sumasampalataya ka, lahat ng sinasabi niya totoo na sa'yo eh. Pag hindi mo alam na hindi naman siya totoo pero naniniwala ka. May kinalaman ba yon sa hypnotic hallucination?
Actually, pagdating naman dun sa albularyo, minsan kasi yung mga ginagawa nila is not just a hypnotic hallucination. Meron din pa kasi yung sinasabi na autosuggestion. Na technically, it's not so much the albularyo na hindi siya mismo ang nagpapatotoo, no? Kundi ikaw mismo. Kasi you are basically making something come true. Autosuggestion. Pero pag sinabi ka yung hypnotic hallucination, halimbawa, if a person is highly suggestible or highly open, yung subconscious mind niya, you can actually implant thoughts. Pwede mo siyang, let's say, you can get the person to experience things na ikaw mismo ang nag-design in terms of hypnosis. Kaya, Benji, itong hypnotic hallucination, pag nasa hypnotic state of mind yung tao, you can control them. You can literally tell them to experience and see things which aren't really there. Nakadepende yan doon sa sasabihin mo. Kaya napaka-important din, nung palagi kong sinasabi dati, na kapag papasok sa isang trance ang isang tao, halimbawa sa isang investigation, it is very, very important na yung sasabihin nung guide, no, is not going to influence yung perception. Kasi, halimbawa, let's say nasa trance yung tao, tapos sasabihin nung guide is, okay, pumasok ka dito, tapos tignan mo yung puno, may nakikita ka bang puno and everything. Doon pa lang sa may nakikita ka bang puno, talagang may makikitang puno yung tao at doon mag-focus. So doon pa lang bias na yung makukuha niya. So if you notice, pag, let's say, during our experience before, every time I guide a person into a trance to gather more data using informational side, hindi ako nagbibigay ng suggestion. Kumbaga, tinatransfer yung tao, tapos kung ano yung makita niya, hindi ako nagsasabi na, meron bang kabaong dyan, or meron ka bang nakikitang, let's say, nakakulay puti. Doon pa lang kasi, pag sinabi mo na yun, kumbaga, tainted na eh. Kumbaga, nagbigay ka na ng idea eh. So, kung ano man yung sabihin mo, yun talaga makikita. So, yun yung isang way na mahuhuli ng tao kung namimeke yung paranormal investigator. Kasi dun pa lang, kumbaga nagbibigay na ng suggestion. So, dun pa lang, makikita na kumbaga niluluto yung investigation. Kaya even the process of how, let's say, the sensations and experiences are verified and validated, how they are investigated, step-by-step process yan. So, especially when it comes to perception, napaka-important yan, especially when you're investigating the paranormal. Kaya, it's like every time I guide a person into hypnotic trance, no, hindi yan basta-basta kasi there are words, there are phrases which you should avoid. Kasi the moment na gamitin mo yung word or phrase na yun, kumbaga nagkaroon ng inception eh, kumbaga nagbigay ka na ng idea sa loob eh. So, that is why hindi basta-basta yung pag-gather ng data using, the hypnagogic trance or state of mind.